The deep silence of space stretched endlessly around the human exploration ship Solace Dawn. It was a large silver vessel, shaped like a blade, gliding slowly through the black sea of stars. Inside, blue lights glowed along the corridors, and the hum of the engines filled the quiet air. Commander Ryan Hale stood on the bridge, staring at the massive viewing screen that showed a dying planet below. Its surface was cracked, glowing with red energy lines like a broken heart still trying to beat. He had seen many strange worlds before, but this one felt different. The readings on the monitor made no sense. "Sir," said Lieutenant Mara Lynn, the ship's science officer, adjusting her headset. "We're picking up an unknown signal from the surface. It's weak. Very weak, but definitely artificial." Ryan turned toward her. "Artificial? Could it be a distress beacon?" "Maybe," Mara replied. "But the frequency doesn't match any known code. It's almost like," she hesitated, "like it's trying to communicate directly with us." Ryan's brow furrowed. He was a man who trusted his instincts, and right now, they told him there was something alive down there. "Prepare a landing shuttle," he ordered. "We're going down." "Sir," said the pilot, Jace Ortega, from his seat. "That planet's unstable. The energy readings look dangerous. It might collapse at any moment." Ryan's voice was calm. "Then we better move fast." The shuttle Falcon 1 descended through a storm of ash and lightning. The planet's atmosphere glowed dark orange, filled with magnetic static. The crew, Ryan, Mara, and Jace, wore protective suits as the craft touched down near a massive crater. Dust swirled around them as they stepped out. The landscape looked lifeless. Jagged rocks rose like broken teeth, and black sand stretched to the horizon. Yet through the interference, Mara's scanner beeped rapidly. "The signal is close," she said. "Just 30 meters east." They followed the sound until they reached a half-buried structure, metal but ancient. It looked like a pod, smooth and half-melted, with glowing blue lines along its surface. Ryan knelt beside it, brushing away the dust. His heart skipped a beat. "It's a cryopod," he said softly. "Old, but still active." Mara looked shocked. "From who?" "No human tech matches this design." Ryan placed his hand on the cold metal. "Then someone else built it, and they were trying to survive." He saw faint movements inside the frosted glass. "A figure, small, humanoid." "Life signs detected," Mara whispered. "Faint, but real." Ryan didn't hesitate. "We're taking it back." "Commander," Jace protested, "you can't just take an unknown alien device aboard the ship. It could be a trap or infected." Ryan looked at him firmly. "If there's even one life left in there, we're not leaving it to die." The crew exchanged uncertain glances, but none dared argue. They carefully lifted the pod with the shuttle's gravity crane and carried it aboard. The surface cracked and trembled behind them as they lifted off. Moments later, the ground collapsed, swallowing the place where the pod had rested for centuries. Back aboard Solace Dawn, the pod was transferred to the medical bay. The ship's doctor, Dr. Nari Sol, examined the readings. The being inside is female humanoid structure, but not human. Her DNA is completely foreign, yet there's something strange. "What kind of strange?" Ryan asked. Dr. Sol pointed at the monitor. "Her brainwaves have a pattern almost identical to human neural frequencies. It's as if she's thinking like us." Ryan's eyes widened slightly. "Can we wake her?" "Maybe. The stasis field is failing anyway. But Commander, she may not survive the shock." Ryan crossed his arms, his voice steady. "Do it. Gently." The doctor nodded and began the revival sequence. The pod hissed as vapor escaped. Lights along its surface flickered, dimmed, then glowed brightly. Slowly, the glass slid open with a soft hum. Inside lay a girl, her skin pale silver blue, her hair shining like soft threads of light. Strange glowing lines ran along her arms, pulsing faintly with each heartbeat. Her breathing was shallow, fragile. Ryan stepped closer, his voice quiet. "You're safe now." Her eyes opened. They were luminous and deep, like two small stars trapped behind glass. She stared at Ryan, confused, frightened. When she tried to speak, her lips moved soundlessly. Then a faint whisper filled his mind, though her mouth didn't move. "Yous are not supposed to be real." Ryan froze. The voice had come from inside his head. He looked at Mara, but she didn't react. She hadn't heard it. The alien girl's body trembled. Dr. Saul hurried forward with medical tools, scanning her vitals. "Her neural network is spiking. Too much activity." Ryan moved closer, his voice calm. "Hey, you're okay." You're on a human ship. You're safe. Her glowing eyes softened slightly and her breathing slowed. The light under her skin dimmed to a calm pulse. Then suddenly the ship's power flickered. The bridge called in. "Commander, we just had an energy surge, origin unknown." Mara glanced at the monitors. "It's her," she said. "Her body is releasing low-level radiation, but not harmful. It's like she's syncing with the ship's systems." Ryan watched as the girl's hand brushed the metallic edge of the pod. The lights on the wall glowed brighter at her touch. For a moment he thought he saw faint patterns, symbols move across the glass. Then everything went still again. Hours later, Ryan stood by the viewing window, watching the stars drift by. He couldn't shake the feeling that saving her had changed something. She wasn't just another alien life form. There was a strange connection, like she somehow knew him before ever meeting him. Dr. Sol entered quietly. "Commander, she's stable now. Her temperature and vitals are normal. But there's something you should see." Ryan followed her back to the medbay. On the screen beside the alien girl's bed, human brainwave patterns appeared. "Those are your readings," the doctor said. "I ran a comparison. Her brainwaves are almost identical to yours." Ryan frowned. "That's impossible." "I thought so too," Dr. Sol replied. "But her memories, if that's what they are, show flashes of Earth, oceans, blue sky, rain, none of which she could possibly know." Ryan stared at the sleeping girl. "How could she have human memories?" "I don't know," the doctor said. "But it feels like she's remembering through you." The girl stirred, her lips moving weakly. Ryan leaned closer. Her voice came again, soft and clear this time, not in his mind but aloud. "Where am I?" Ryan smiled faintly. "You're on a ship called Solace Dawn. You were asleep for a long time. We found you on your planet." Her glowing eyes blinked slowly. "Planet gone?" He nodded gently. "I'm sorry. It collapsed after we took you out." "You're the only one we found." She looked away, sadness flickering across her face. "Alone," she whispered. Again, Ryan felt a strange ache in his chest. He wanted to tell her she wasn't alone anymore. "What's your name?" he asked softly. She hesitated, as if trying to remember. "Elira," she said finally. The name sounded musical, almost human. Ryan smiled. "Elira. I'm Ryan. It's good to meet you." Her eyes lifted toward him, shining softly. "Ryan," she repeated slowly, tasting the sound. Then her expression changed. She frowned slightly, as if something inside her hurt. "Ryan Hale." He froze. "How do you know my full name?" She blinked in confusion. It was already inside my mind." Mara, who had just entered, gasped. "Commander, that's not possible. She couldn't have known that." Ryan's mind raced. The signal, the pod, the strange link between their brainwaves. Somehow this alien girl knew him before they even met. Before he could ask more, the ship shook violently. An alarm blared. "Commander!" The bridge officer's voice shouted over the comms. "We're being hit by another energy pulse from the planet's core." Ryan turned to Elira, who sat upright now, eyes glowing brightly. "It's coming," she whispered in fear. "The memory." "The storm." "What storm?" Ryan asked, gripping the edge of the bed. Her voice trembled, almost childlike. "The one that brought you to me." Then everything went dark. The ship's lights flickered back after a moment, systems rebooting. When Ryan looked again, Elira had fainted, her body glowing softly like a sleeping star. Dr. Sol checked her vitals. "She's alive, but whatever she's connected to, it's not done yet." Ryan looked at her peaceful face and whispered, "We'll find out what happened to you. I promise." Outside, the dying planet burned quietly in the distance, sending out invisible waves of energy through the void, waves that had waited centuries for humanity to arrive. And far away, in the silence of space, something vast and ancient stirred. The Solace Dawn glided silently through space, carrying its fragile secret. Elira, the alien girl with silver blue skin and softly glowing veins, lay in the medbay, still resting after the violent energy pulse. Even in sleep, her faint glow pulsed gently like a quiet heartbeat, and Ryan Hale could not take his eyes off her. He paced slowly along the corridor outside the medbay, thoughts racing. How could she know me? How could she carry fragments of my life in her mind? The questions weighed on him like stones, but he could not ignore the fact that she had survived against impossible odds. Humanity had never left someone behind, and he would not start now. Lieutenant Mara Lin joined him. Commander, the scientists are analyzing her neural patterns. They say it's unprecedented. She paused, glancing at the medbay door. Her brain is syncing with yours. Part of her consciousness seems to resonate with human memories. Ryan rubbed his face, exhausted yet alert. Resonate, you mean? She's feeling what I felt? Mara nodded. Not exactly. It's more like fragments of your mind are inside her, tiny pieces. She's not copying, not controlling, but she's connected. Ryan's jaw tightened. Impossible. Not everything in the universe follows what we think is possible, Mara said quietly. Maybe that's why she survived. Something kept her alive all this time. Inside the medbay, Elira stirred, her eyes fluttering open. When she saw Ryan standing near the door, she gasped softly, and her glowing lines pulsed faster. Ryan, she whispered, her voice trembling. Inside me? Ryan froze. Inside you? What do you mean? She shook her head slowly as if trying to organize her thoughts. Memories, feelings. They are mine, but not mine. Humans, Earth. I see them. I feel them. Inside me, that's impossible. Ryan stepped closer, keeping his tone calm. It's okay. You're safe now. Try not to be afraid. Elira blinked at him, her eyes wide and luminous. I remember oceans, and rain, and laughter, but I have never been there. Never before. Until now. Ryan's chest tightened. She wasn't just confused, she was terrified. Yet something in her tone suggested awe, as if the memories were beautiful and frightening at the same time. Dr. Nari Sol entered, carrying a portable scanner. Commander, I want to monitor her carefully. These neural connections are unlike anything I've ever seen. Part of her mind is human, entirely human. Not just similar patterns, actual human memories. And yet she's alive, Ryan frowned. Could it be like a memory imprint from some ancient human probe? Dr. Sol's eyes widened. That is one possibility. But if that's true, it's the first time any human consciousness survived in an alien body. Ryan ran a hand through his hair. So, she's human and alien. At the same time? Partially, Dr. Sol said, scanning Elira's neural readings. Her species may have somehow accepted the human consciousness, fused it with their DNA. But why she is the only one surviving, we don't know yet. Elira sat up, trembling, and looked at Ryan with her star-like eyes. Why, me? Ryan crouched to meet her gaze. We found you. That's why. You survived and we're not going to leave you alone. Tears, or something like them, shimmered on her cheeks, but inside me. Your memories. I see your life. Your mother, your home, your first flight. I feel it, all of it. Like it was mine, or like I was inside you all along. Ryan swallowed hard. He had never expected the truth of this connection to feel so real. Elira, I don't know why, but I do know one thing. We'll figure it out. Together. For the next several hours, the crew ran careful tests. Mara's scanner recorded Elira's neural activity, and Dr. Sol monitored her vitals. Each time Ryan spoke to her, flashes of his memories flickered in her mind. Schoolyards, the smell of rain, his mother's gentle voice. Yet each time Elira reacted differently, showing curiosity, wonder, or even subtle smiles at moments Ryan did not remember vividly. It's as if she experiences life the way I did, but also differently, Mara said. Like she's reading it from inside but making it her own. Ryan nodded. Then she isn't just alive. She's learning what it is to be human. She's learning. Us. Elira's glow dimmed as the first sign of exhaustion appeared. Ryan offered a hand. Come sit. Rest for now. Her fingers brushed his hand lightly. A strange warmth ran through him. Not like any energy he had ever felt. Ryan, she whispered. It's strange. Feeling you inside me, and you here outside with me. Ryan smiled faintly. We're connected. But it's okay. You don't have to understand everything at once. She looked down, frowning slightly as if struggling with a thought. I feel emotions I never knew. Courage, hope, fear, and love. Ryan's chest tightened. Yes, those are human emotions. You're experiencing them because part of me, or humanity, is inside you. That's what makes it possible. Elira's eyes widened. Inside me? That's impossible. Yet it is. I feel everything. I never knew life could be like this. Ryan knelt beside her, Life is like this, Alira. And humans, we survive, we care, we connect. That's what you are seeing. She looked up at him, glowing softly. Then you saved me. Not just my body, but at my mind? Ryan nodded. Yes, and we will help you understand who you are. We don't leave anyone behind, even when it seems impossible. For hours, Ryan and Alira talked. Her voice was soft, hesitant at first, but gradually grew stronger. She asked about Earth, about human families, cities, and oceans. Ryan described everything in detail, hoping to give her fragments of the world she had never seen yet somehow already remembered. As night passed aboard the ship, Alira finally fell asleep. Ryan stayed nearby, watching her glow fade into quiet pulses. You're safe now, he whispered. No one can take you away. You're ours to protect. Mara joined him quietly. Commander, she's not just an alien. She's a bridge, humanity and her species. She may hold the key to understanding things we never imagined. Ryan nodded. And if that's true, then we have a responsibility, not just to her but to everything she represents. The next day, the crew ran more scans. The results shocked them. Alira's DNA, though alien, was intertwined with something unmistakably human. Not just a pattern, but full neural structures capable of storing memories, emotions, even instincts. Dr. Soul explained, it's a quantum resonance. Her brain operates on a frequency that can interact with human consciousness. Somehow, she is a living bridge between species. That is why she survived the energy pulse. Ryan shook his head in disbelief. A living bridge? And we're the first humans to meet her. Alira, sensing the discussion, stirred again. Her eyes glowed brighter than usual. Ryan, she whispered, sitting upright. The connection, it grows stronger. I see more. More of you. More of Earth. Ryan stepped closer, trying to calm her. It's okay, Alira. You're safe. You're not alone. She reached out a hand, brushing against his arm. For a brief moment, Ryan felt an odd sensation, like a memory he didn't fully recognize, yet somehow belonged to him. Her presence was not just physical, it was emotional, mental, almost spiritual. I feel everything, she whispered. Your courage, your hope, even your fear, and I want to protect it. All of it, like you did for me. Ryan's eyes widened. He realized something profound. Humanity's greatest strength wasn't just survival or technology. It was empathy, connection, compassion, and now it had found its way into Alira. As the ship continued its journey through the stars, Ryan stared at her quietly sleeping form. He knew challenges were coming. The universe was vast, unpredictable, and dangerous. But one thing was clear. Humanity had made a new friend, a new ally, and a new spark of hope in the galaxy. Alira was not just alive. She was awake, and she was learning, feeling, and growing, step by step, heartbeat by heartbeat, inside and alongside the humans who had chosen to save her. Outside, the stars stretched endlessly, and inside a new connection had been born, a bond that no distance, no danger, and no impossibility could ever break. The Solace Dawn moved steadily through the quiet of space, carrying Alira, the alien girl whose silver-blue skin glimmered softly in the ship's medbay lights. She had begun to recover more rapidly after connecting with the human crew, especially Commander Ryan Hale. But a question hung over them all like a shadow. Why did she have human memories? And how could she exist at all? Ryan paced the bridge, staring at the star charts. Mara Lynn stood beside him, scanning the data from the previous day. Commander, the energy readings from her body are changing, she said. Her neural patterns are stabilizing, but they are forming something new. A pattern we've never seen before. Ryan ran a hand over his face. Meaning? It means she's adapting, Mara said. She's integrating the human memory inside her with her own species' consciousness. But it could be dangerous. If we push her too far, she could overload. Ryan turned toward the medbay, thinking of Alira. We have to understand her. If we don't, we can't protect her. And more importantly, we can't help her understand herself. Inside the medbay, Alira sat quietly, her glowing lines flickering gently. She stared at her hands, tracing the light that pulsed beneath her skin. Ryan, she whispered, I see. More memories, not mine. Faces, voices, places, Earth? Ryan knelt beside her. Yes, Alira. You're seeing Earth because a part of humanity, is inside you. Somehow, a fragment of human memory merged with your DNA centuries ago. Elira tilted her head, puzzled. But how? How could humans be inside me? Before we even met, Dr. Narisol entered with her tablet. We've been investigating that, she said. Long ago, humans sent probes into space to study other worlds. One of these probes contained a new experiment, quantum memory. It was meant to record consciousness in a way that could survive time and space. The probe vanished, but it collided with an alien energy field near your planet. Somehow it merged with the local species' DNA. That's how your human memories exist inside her. Elira's eyes widened. A probe. But why me? Ryan's expression was serious. Because you are the final descendant of that hybrid. Your ancestors survived and the human fragment passed down to you. You're a bridge between humanity and your people. That's why we found you, Elira. That's why you survived. She remained quiet for a long time, her glowing veins pulsing softly. So, I carry humans inside me, and they live through me? Yes, Ryan said gently. And that's why we need to help you. Not just survive, but understand what you are. Over the next few days, the crew worked closely with Elira. Ryan described Earth to her in detail. The oceans, the forests, the cities, the music. She listened with wide, luminous eyes, absorbing every word. Sometimes she would pause, whispering fragments of memories she hadn't known were hers. I remembers rain, she said one afternoon. Soft, cold, warm at the same time. I have never felt it. Until now. Ryan smiled faintly. That's Earth, that's human life. You feel it because a piece of it lives inside you. Her fingers brushed his arm lightly. And you feel me? She asked. Yes, Ryan said. In a way. You're connected to us, and we are connected to you. The bond between them grew stronger with each day. But the crew sensed something deeper. Elira's connection wasn't just emotional. It was linked to the planet they had left behind. Mara's scans had detected faint energy signals, resonating at the same frequency as Elira's quantum memory. Commander, Mara said one evening, pointing to the readings. The planet's core still contains energy, and it's reacting to Elira. She may be linked to it somehow. If we don't understand this, it could be dangerous, Ryan nodded. Then we need answers. And the only way to get them is to go back. The crew prepared the shuttle for a return to the remnants of Elira's planet. Ryan, Mara, and Jace volunteered to go down, leaving Dr. Saul to monitor from the Solace Dawn. As they descended through space toward the planet's remaining surface, the energy readings grew stronger. The ground below pulsed with light, as if the planet itself were alive. When they landed near the ruins, Elira stepped out carefully, glowing softly. She could feel the planet beneath her feet, and a shiver ran through her. It's familiar, she whispered. Like a memory I've always had. But not mine, Ryan nodded. Your ancestors lived here. This is your home, in a way. Elira's eyes glowed brighter, and the humans inside me. They are part of this too. I can feel them, I can hear them. The team moved carefully toward the core of the planet, where strange crystalline formations jutted from the cracked surface. Energy pulsed through them in waves reacting to Elira's presence. Mara scanned the crystals. These structures, they're quantum conduits. They connect life to memory, energy to thought, and Elira is part of it. Elira stepped closer to the largest crystal. The pulse of energy quickened, surrounding her in a soft glow. She gasped. I can see everything. My ancestors. The probe, humans, all connected. Ryan approached cautiously. What do you see? I see hope, Elira whispered, and fear, and courage. Humans reaching across time, touching life here, making a bridge, and me? I am the bridge. The final link. Suddenly the ground trembled. The planet had been unstable for centuries, and Elira's resonance with the quantum core was accelerating the instability. Rocks cracked and floated in the air as energy waves rippled outward. Ryan grabbed her hand. Elira, step back. This is dangerous. She shook her head. No, I can stabilize it. If I connect fully? With the humans inside me, Mara gasped. Commander, she's risking herself. That connection, it could overload her mind. She might not survive. Ryan's face was determined. If that's the only way to save the planet and unlock the truth, we have to trust her. Elira closed her eyes. Her body glowed with radiant light and waves of energy pulsed outward. Ryan felt a strange warmth in his chest, as if her connection had extended beyond her body into his mind. He saw flashes of memories, not his own, but fragments of humanity reaching across centuries. Humans who had dreamed of exploration, who had built probes to reach unknown worlds, and who had hoped to leave a mark of their existence. They lived for us. For me, Alira whispered, and I will honor them. The energy pulses intensified. Rocks lifted into the air, and waves of light stretched across the landscape. The crew struggled to maintain balance, holding on to floating debris. Mara shouted, "Commander, step back!" "She's pushing too far." Ryan refused. He stood by her side, holding her hand. "You're not alone, Alira. We're with you. We won't let anything happen to you." Slowly, the pulses stabilized. The crystal conduits began to glow evenly, and the planet's tremors lessened. Alira's glow dimmed slightly, showing exhaustion, but her eyes sparkled with triumph. "I did it," she whispered. "I feel balanced, connected, safe. For now." Mara exhaled in relief. She did it. She actually did it. Ryan looked at Alira, pride shining in his eyes. "You're amazing, Alira. You've not only survived, you've understood what you are. And in doing so, you've preserved a part of both your people and humanity." Alira smiled faintly. I am both. I am the memory, and the future, and I will carry it with hope." As the sun of a distant star broke over the horizon, the ruins of the planet shimmered like a city of light. The crew realized something incredible. Alira wasn't just a survivor. She was proof that life, memory, and courage could transcend species, time, and distance. Humanity's spirit had touched her, and she had carried it forward. Ryan reached for her hand. "And together, we'll continue. Whatever comes next, we'll face it. Humanity doesn't give up. And neither do we." Alira nodded, glowing softly under the starry sky. "Then, the impossible is not impossible anymore." The Solace Dawn drifted quietly above the remnants of the planet, now bathed in the soft light of a distant star. The surface below was no longer lifeless. Alira's connection with the quantum core had stabilized it. The energy that had once threatened to tear the planet apart now shimmered like a calm heartbeat, flowing through the crystals and rocks, radiating a sense of quiet peace. Inside the med bay, Alira sat quietly, her glowing veins pulsing gently. Commander Ryan Hale watched her with a mixture of awe and concern. She had endured so much, yet she remained calm, thoughtful, and more alive than he had ever seen any alien or human be. "You did it," Ryan said softly, stepping closer. "You saved the planet, and yourself." Alira looked up at him, her luminous eyes reflecting the soft light. "We saved it," she whispered. "Together, you and the humans inside me, and my people. We all survived," Ryan smiled. "You've become something remarkable, Alira. Not just a bridge, but proof that life, memory, and courage can cross worlds." Her gaze softened. "I feel different now, stronger, but also more human. I understand. Hope and trust, and kindness." Mara Lynn entered quietly, scanning the medbay monitors. "Commander, we've confirmed something extraordinary," she said. "The planet's core energy is stable, thanks to Alira's resonance. But more than that, she has begun to stabilize the human memories inside her. They are no longer fragments, no longer flashes. They are integrated, part of her. She is fully alive." Ryan stepped closer to Alira, gently holding her hand. "Alira, you're not alone. Not now, not ever. Humanity never leaves someone behind, and neither will I." Alira smiled faintly. "I'd understand, and I thank you, all of you." Her glow pulsed brighter, as if reflecting the strength of her emotions. "I can feel everything now. Courage, hope, love, life all together, inside me." The next day, the crew prepared to leave the planet for their journey back to human space. Ryan, Mara, and Jace assisted Alira in boarding the shuttle. She moved gracefully yet carefully, aware of the energy flowing through her body. She could feel the memories inside her resonating with the ship's systems and with Ryan. As the shuttle lifted off, the planet's core energy pulsed softly beneath them, creating waves of light that stretched across the surface. Alira extended her hands toward the planet, her glow illuminating the cabin. "It's beautiful," she whispered. "I can feel it. Alive, like it's smiling." Ryan smiled. "And it will survive thanks to you," She looked at him, her eyes shining. I feel your courage, your hope. All the humans who lived, who dreamed, they are part of me now, and I will carry it forward. The shuttle joined the Solace Dawn, and Elira carefully stepped aboard. The crew watched her with quiet admiration. She was no longer just an alien. They realized she was something much more. She carried the essence of humanity, the wisdom of her own species, and the courage of someone who had faced the impossible and survived. Back on the Solace Dawn, Ryan stood beside the observation window staring at the stars. Elira sat nearby, glowing softly, lost in thought. I can see it now, she said after a while. The humans, the planet, the memories, the courage, all connected. I am not alone. I am part of something greater. Ryan nodded. That's right. Humanity is more than just survival. It's empathy, compassion, and connection, and you are the proof of it. Elira smiled faintly. Proof and hope. I understand now. Even if the impossible happens, it is not impossible forever. We can adapt. We can survive. We can shine. Ryan's chest tightened. You've learned what it means to be human. In your own way. That's the most important thing. And one day, others will see it too. For the first time, Elira looked directly at him, unafraid. I want to help humans, not just live among them, but protect life, preserve hope, everywhere. Ryan's heart swelled. That's the spirit of humanity. And I know you'll do it, Elira. You already have. Over the next few weeks, the crew continued their journey through space. Elira adjusted to life aboard the ship, learning the systems, the technology, and the ways of humans. She fascinated everyone with her intelligence, her curiosity, and her unique perspective on life. Dr. Soul observed her with wonder. Commander, I've never seen anything like this. She's not just adapting, she's evolving. Her human memories, her alien nature, and her own consciousness, it's creating something entirely new. Something extraordinary. Ryan nodded. Exactly. She's proof that life can transcend boundaries, that even when the impossible happens, hope, courage, and connection survive. Elira, meanwhile, had begun to explore her own abilities. She could sense energy flows, stabilize minor mechanical issues aboard the ship, and even communicate through thoughts with Ryan. The bond between them had grown deeper, uniting two species in a shared understanding of life, memory, and hope. One evening, as the ship glided through the silent beauty of a nebula, Elira approached Ryan. Ryan, she said softly, I feel everything inside me now, not just the memories, but a purpose. I want to carry life forward, protect it, understand it fully. Ryan smiled. And you will. Humanity believes in helping, in caring, in reaching for the impossible. You carry that within you now, and you'll share it with the universe. Elira's glow pulsed brighter. Then the impossible is not impossible. It is just waiting for courage and hope and connection. Weeks turned into months as the Solace Dawn traveled toward human space. Elira had grown stronger, wiser, and more confident. Her connection to humanity was complete, yet she remained true to her own alien heritage. She was no longer a mysterious fragment of memory. She was a bridge between species, a living testament to the resilience of life and proof that courage and compassion could transcend all boundaries. One morning, Ryan and Mara observed her from the bridge. She stood quietly, gazing at the stars with a sense of wonder. She's remarkable, Mara said softly. Not just an alien, not just human, something more. Ryan nodded. Yes, humanity has never faced anything like this, and that's why it's HFY, because we reach, we care, we survive, and we connect. Elira, she embodies everything humans can be. Elira turned, sensing them. I understand now, she said. Life, memory, courage, hope. It is all connected, and I am a part of it. You are a part of it. Ryan smiled, feeling a warmth in his chest. And we are part of you, Elira. Always. The ship continued through the stars, carrying Elira and the crew toward home. The universe was vast, filled with mysteries, dangers, and wonders yet unseen. But one thing was certain. Humanity's spirit, its compassion, and its courage had reached farther than anyone could imagine. Elira was a living symbol of that spirit, proof that even the impossible could be achieved when connection, empathy, and hope guided the way. She had survived, learned, and grown. transforming not just herself, but the crew, the ship, and the universe itself. As the sun of a distant star bathed the Solace Dawn in golden light, Ryan looked at Alira. "You did it," he said softly. "You're alive, and you've shown what it means to be human, even when you're not." Alira smiled, her glow soft but radiant. "We did it," she corrected. "Not just me, all of us. And together, the impossible is only the beginning." The stars stretched endlessly ahead, the ship sailing toward home, and inside a new light shone, an enduring flame of courage, compassion, and hope that would never fade. Humanity had not only survived, humanity had reached across the stars, touched another life, and left an unbreakable mark on the universe. And for Alira, the alien girl who carried human memories inside her, the journey had only just